Live from a kitchen in Las Vegas, it's Keto Cooking.
Everybody, welcome back. I'm Tom Gorby, the Keto Cook. Well, today we're going to be making flank steak, but actually not today. I'm going to put this in, as you can see, it's in a vacuum sealed bag. It's all thawed out. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you in a minute how I'm going to prepare this. Alright, I have the meat out. I did it with a little bit of paper towel, dry it off a little bit. Now, as you can see here, this is a lean cut of meat. I remember when I first started selling this as a London Broil. Okay, it was a big barbecue thing back in when I was younger. It can be tough. A lot of times you can cut it super thin to make it a little bit more tender. If you overcook it, you can hammer nails with it. But what we're going to do is we're going to marinate this overnight, and I'm going to give you my marinade that I'm going to use. All right. So I'm going to be using some garlic that I'm going to chop up. Okay. Also, I'm going to use some pepper, black coarse pepper, and also I have a blend here that I made myself. Is a Tuscany. Too big. A Tuscany spice blend that I used to use on my steaks and stuff like that. So basically there it is. It has a little heat to everything in it, so it has a little bit of paprika, also some nice thyme. It's got just about everything in it. So it's an old school blend, but it also has some red pepper, crushed red pepper, pepperoncini that I broke up in there. So I'm just going to add a couple more pinches of pepper to it. Also, I'm going to add some ground sage. Ground sage gives you that nice, deep flavor. Okay. There we go. I'm going to mix that up in here. Put that in. And with the marinade, I'm going to, even though I'm going to put fresh garlic in there, I'm going to also use some granulated garlic. Okay, so half a tablespoon is good. Also, I think I'd be prepared, but I'm not. Also, I'm going to put in here Worcestershire sauce. Now, I bought a whole big container of it, and we're going to use, I have it all broken down into some, I'm going to put a third of a cup in. Okay, let me put that over here. Now I got it on a bottle with a top on it. Now, also I'm going to add a cup of water just to dilute this right here. All right, this has a pretty potent flavor to it. All right, it almost gives you that sense that it might have a little bit of almost like vinegar, almost like a vinegary taste. A little bit of heat to it. Okay, add a little bit of olive oil to it. Stir this up. Okay, now I'm going to just put this London Broil back into my freezer bag. Okay, straighten it out a little bit. Now, we're not going to put the vacuum on it. I'm just going to seal it. I want to get all this in here. Got one little piece that came off. All right. So I'm going to need a helping hand here. And I'm going to just pour this marinade into it. Let me just get this right here. And Marie says hello. And I'm just going to push it around here. Alright, and the whole idea is I didn't want to stab the meat at all. Okay, you can put little holes in it and so it gets to the inside. But the Worcestershire sauce, what it'll do, it'll actually help tenderize it. From back in the day, that's basically what it was used for. Alright, I'm going to bring it over to my vacuum sealer and I'm going to show you else what we're going to do. Alright. Vacuum sealer was heating up. Now, if I try to put a little bit of vacuum on it, which I'm going to try to do, but I got to stop it real quick. Alright, and hold it down. So I'm going to get my arm out of the way here. I'm just going to seal it. A little bit of vacuum on it. Just a little bit. Once I start seeing it move up, then I'm going to seal it. Just to get some of the air out of it. Okay, there you have it, right there. Now this is not going to get cooked in this when I take it out. We're just going to take it off, and that's going to go right into the pan, and we're going to have some nice London Broil. Let's better look at it. Okay, see you tomorrow. Alright, it is the next day. Now, this meat looks like it's marinated pretty nice. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to put it into a nice little bowl that it comes to room temperature. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cook this outside, okay, in my I have a little gas burner out there, and in my 10-inch square cast iron. This is my favorite pan. I think this has been in Marie's family for probably close to 100 years. Anyway, so what we're going to do is the reason why I'm doing it outside is because what the marinade is. Some of the pepper and stuff like that may tend to burn a little bit, and I don't want to set the smoke alarms off. And it's better to do it outside. Plus, I want to drive my neighbors crazy. All right, let's do this. Okay, there it is right there. Now, the vacuum seal bag held everything in, kept mostly everything on the meat itself. You can see the other side. It's a better view here. Okay, so you can see that it penetrated in here pretty good. So what we're going to do is this is going to get cooked outside. And also what we're going to do is I'm going to do it to medium to low heat. I don't want this to actually burn on top because of the marinade that's on there. So I'm going to get a nice crust on it, but I also don't want to have any burnt flavor. Okay, we're going to go outside. Landscaper. Okay, so now we're going to start slicing this down. Now naturally the ends are going to be well done, and guess who's going to like that? Okay, so I'm going to try to slice this as thinly as I possibly can. Alright, I pulled it at 127, and I'm going, some parts of this is with the grain, some is against the grain. So I'm going to keep it as thin as possible. Now you could let this cool it down, let it sit overnight. If you have a little slicer, you can put it on a slicer, okay? But this is going to be just as good for us right here. Wow, this really looks good. Let's give it a little taste. Okay, now we're going to start getting into where it's a little bit more medium rare, a little bit more rare in there. Now, if you cook this to be medium to well, like I said before, you probably could hammer nails with it. Just no sense in it. So now what I did was, as I was cooking it, being that it was marinated, I added some of the marinade I saved, added some water to it and put it in the pan, just to sort of braise it a little bit. And then just before I brought it in, I just put some water from the pan, get the pan juices in there, and yeah. So yep, this is keto friendly. We're gonna have a little green salad. Now this is the first time I'm having a salad in a long time, and it is going to be with a little bit of mayonnaise, olive oil, and red wine vinegar. Can't go wrong. Okay. Well, there you have it, right there. London Broil. Okay. We're going to put it in to its plate. A little bit of that juice that we marinated in, that cooked a little bit. Don't use the straight marinade and then try to use it, because you can get some bacteria on there. So what you want to do, if you do have it, you want to cook a little bit of it, and you can cook it down and it'll all blend together. So there you have it. Hey, listen.
So if you noticed, I cut this with the grain so that when you put it on your plate, you'll be cutting across the grain, and it will be much more tender that way. Listen, everybody, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. This was an easy meal, a money saver, steak and salad. Doesn't get any better. Listen, everybody, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you next Wednesday on another Tom Garber, the Keto Cook. Hey, don't forget, check out my podcast every Monday. Thank you.